Ah, there we go. Let's get this show on the road. Let me just tab over here. I gotta make sure that OPSEC is functional. Alright, it looks fine to me. So let's go make some money.
Warp drive active. I cannot set a waypoint to the same location twice. I cannot set a waypoint to the same location twice.
Nice relic site right off the bat. Here's to hoping somebody's not already in it. It's a level 2, so that's going to be a ruined Sancha temple. Because we are in Sancha space somewhere. There we go. Ruined Sancha
Warp
temple.
drive active.
Alright, nobody's in it. So from these relic sites, what we're looking for are intact armor plates, because they are the most lucrative. Both. Got the Mike Tyson lisp going. I don't know why I'm bugging with that one. It's not gonna be anything. Man, I'm hitting every roadblock known to man right now. Been a day or two since I did any scanning, so a little rusty. Alright, we're already up to 3, almost 4 mil. And it just takes one really fat intact armor plate can. I don't know why I hit that. There we go. So there's 15 intact armor plates worth 89.5 million ISK. And I just looted that. Jettison. Get out of here, Carbon. Nobody likes you. So we're already up. We're already 5 minutes in. We're already at almost 100 mil. Which puts us way over the 100 mil an hour threshold for making some pretty decent ISK. If I'd stop hitting all these. Like I said, it just takes one good can on these to set you over that threshold. And yes, I am playing in potato mode. Because this is... like, I don't know if you've ever played a game like this. So the problem is if you're not in potato mode... why did that say 2? Is there one next to it? There was. If you're not in potato mode, and like a whole bunch of ships jump in on top of you, being murked is absolutely a possibility because... okay. That was dumb. That was dumb on my part. Because your frames just, like your system just cacks. It just hangs up for no reason. Because the game has to deal with all the new information. So if you're in high graphics mode, that can cause an issue. Also, it can cause an issue because this game kinda has a bug in it right now, I think. There's gonna be one there. There. We're gonna go up north. There we go. So that one site got us to 104 million from that one site. Which puts us way over the 100 mil an hour if we get more sites like that. So let's go find some more sites like that.
Warp drive active.
Now what we really, really, truly want are covert sites. Covert sites are the bread and butter of me making ISK in this game. Like, I know a lot of people do, I'm having a stroke or something. A lot of people do the sleeper sites. I don't like the sleeper sites. I think they're too convoluted. If you die, it's to a mechanic. And then on top of that, yeah, you may get a couple 100 mil out of it. But in the time it took you to run that one sleeper site, I could have run 10 or 15 normal relic sites and made way more money. And it's all about the ISKs. If you want to play the game and have nice things and buy the fun ships and just yeet shit out into the middle of space knowing it's gonna die, you need that ISKs. Now, I don't know what this is gonna be. And we got ads coming in 5 minutes. That is going to be a combat site, so we're going to ignore it. Reset our probes, suck them back in, move on to the next location.
Warp drive active.
So as always, we're going to launch our probes, kick off the gate, go and visit bruh. That just keeps the rats off our ass. While we scan, we're already pre-aligned to the next system, the next gate, so that when, if this turns out to be a big nothing burger, no time lost, we're already pre-aligned, we can GTFO. Something bad pops in on the gate that we're on, we can instantly warp. GTFO. It's all about keeping safe while making as much money as possible without feeding your killboard. Nobody likes a killboard that's fed. Alright, that's another combat site. Wondering if maybe somebody didn't come through here.
Active.
We get ads in about 3.5 minutes, so if you're watching and you don't want ads, your best bet is to either subscribe, use your Amazon Prime, get one free subscription a month. It's $5.99 for a subscription once a month, or you can pay for the Twitch thingy. Align, launch probes, kick off the gate, go invisible. And then we can scan safely. We're just looking for some money. Give me the money. Alright, so today we're only going to do one loop. We have a loop predetermined in our destinations, our waypoints. We're just going to do that one loop and then we're going to call it a day. Just wanted to come out and get some scanning done. Finish my air daily. And I figured I would share it with you guys. Alright, this is a level 3, so hopefully this is going to be a covert. We love coverts. Just drill all the way down on that. Alright, we're still within the central bubble. Survey says, improve covert, let's go.
Warp drive.
We're going to reset our probes, pull them back in, get rid of this warning because it's in my way. Alright, now when we land on this covert, I'm going to snooze these for a minute. So when we land on this covert, there is going to be one particular can that is an odd man named out. Like, the name of the can is different than the other 3 cans. And the other 3 cans are the same. That odd man out is the can we want. Here it is, called the Secure Mainframe. And we are going to approach that while cloaked, because the timer in this site does not start until you decloak. So we are 13 off. We're going to hit F1. We're going to zoom towards it. We're going to start locking it. And we're going to kick this on, so we're already in range. We're going to try to get this as fast as possible so that maybe we can get a second can out of it. We may actually die doing this, though. Especially with this lag. Oh my god, there it is. So we're going to grab everything out of here, and we are actually going to just leave. Because this site will blow up on us. We spent way too much time hacking that first can because we hit too many blockers. So we got something out of it. What we got out of it is a metamolecular. That's worth 283 mil. And a high-grade ascendancy implant. It's the gamma implant. So we are now at almost 400 mil, and we've only run 2 sites. So we're going to move on to the next one.
Warp drive active.
have somebody in local chit-chatting with me. He wanted to know what I had and what I got out of the drop, and I let him know. And for some reason, my music has stopped. Ah, I know what it is. Fucking Discord. Let's go over to here. And now I gotta bring this back up. Alright, so we got 3 SIGs in here. That's nice. We're gonna launch our probes. 4! Something just popped up. We fucking love it. Alright, so we got one right here in the middle. We'll scan that real quick. We got a Drakey's in here. Of course. Why wouldn't there be? That is a combat site. We don't care about combat sites, so we'll move on to the next one. We will actually ignore that combat site. If we find a wormhole, we'll need to bookmark it for the Alliance so that people know where things are. Oh, that's promising. It moved down. Now this may actually be a sleeper site. Oh, it did not move down. It just moved towards the belt. So it's probably going to wiggle back up. I figure it'll be right about where my mouse is. I don't know if you can see that or not. Gross. So that is a sparking transmitter. We also don't care about those. I feel like those don't need to be out in null. Those are for newbies who are just learning how to scan. Oh, I missed the hell out of that one, didn't I? Alright, that's a combat site. We'll ignore that one. Oh, that got awfully... Oh, yeah. This may actually be a combat as well. We're just getting all the bad luck right now. Honestly, I don't know what this is. This is moving around an awful lot. It may be a sleeper. Actually, I think it might be a sleeper. We're only at 4%. We're already at, No. It's going to be... That is a science outpost. We'll do the heck out of those. Those can sometimes be quite lucrative. There it is. Ruined Sancha Science Outpost. Reset our drones. Our probes. Pull them back in. I don't know why I keep calling them drones. And then we'll move on. We're gonna do the Science Outpost. Check. Make sure nobody blue is in here, because we don't have them on our overview. Start locking these cans up. There we go, first can. Alright. A little bit of nothing. Head on to the second can. Love that they put this little station right in here just for some ambiance. Again, we're hitting every trap on the way home. There it is. 2 million on that one. So we're at 393 mils so far. I'm sorry. Not 393. 391. Ads have just started. Still not great. It all sells though. I wanna be forever young. Oh, come on with these traps today. You kidding me with this? Alright, so we're at 399 mil. And we are... Well, it says 28 minutes into the stream. But the first 10 minutes were just pre-roll. So, I'd say 20, 18 minutes, 20 minutes in. Well within our range. Alright, maybe? Yeah. Here we go. 5 mil in that can. We're not, like, we're doing good, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining, but it's kind of disappointing when you used to come and do these and you would get 10 to 15, sometimes 20 intact armor plates in 3 out of the 5 or 6 cans that were in a site. They have significantly reduced the amount of intact armor plates that drop because they had to maintain the price of the item. And when they introduced relic sites, these scanny sites in drone space, they had to reduce the amount of drops elsewhere to account for that without, completely destroying the market price. And the problem is when they did that, drone space now has these sites from every region. So all the 4 major region sites now spawn in drone space, and you can cherry pick it, the site will instantly respawn. It's kind of dumb. So that's what they've been doing. So we are over 400 mil. We're at 406 mil now. So we're actually creeping up on a billion-isk an hour. All right, we got a Nudicle here. I don't know what he's in, but we're gonna scan these sites down. Make sure none of them are a wormhole. I bet he's here to try to take these sites. Yeah, I missed the fuck out of that one. Got a little too eager to scan these sites down. Yeah, we know it's gonna be on this over here. So whenever you scan and it bifurcates like that and you get 2 points, it's always the dot that is furthest away from the handle for your probes. So that's a combat site we don't care about, nor result. Which means he might actually be inside this other site, cherry picking the hell out of it. Or he may be sitting there waiting for somebody to come into it. I don't see any probes out though, which worries me. Which means he may actually just be sitting in this site, waiting for me to show up. He's gonna decloak like a Loki or something stupid and just blap me. we're gonna chase this around. This may actually be a wormhole. And because he's a cloaky ship, no matter, even if it's a covert, he could sit in it. That's a Central Sancha command, which we actually don't care about. So we're gonna leave that there. Actually, let's warp to it.
Warp drive active.
Hopefully we don't get decloaked on the way in. Let's see if he's started cherry picking it yet. If he started cherry picking it, it's probably not going to be like a Loki or something. Because if they're sitting in a site, they usually want to just, oh, it's a buzzard. Ooh, it's a buzzard, it's a buzzard. Fuck. I'm not going to be able to get to him in time. He's going to warp off as soon as I get on him. Oh, and I don't have my plane either. The actual balls of him. He just sat there and finished that site. So he's actually running the fucking sites completely. The pair of nuts on this guy. He won't fight me, because I'll decimate him. But I really wish I had a fucking point on this right now. Alright, we're gonna kick off the gate. So who knows what he's managed to pick up out of here. So this is a level 3. Come on, covert. If we get another covert, we're just going to go ahead and head home and deposit. If it's a fat one. Nope, it is not a covert. Oh, come on. Kind of bad at this, huh?
Warp drive active.
Let's see what's on D-scan. Make sure I'm not like warping in on a buddy's. Nope. He's in a squish tar. Yeah, not that song. Alright, let's see what's in these cans. Maybe something good. I could be one of those assholes that run around with a cargo scanner. Cherry pick everything and blow the rest of the site up because it's not worth anything. But everything sells. And these people that are blowing up sites, they may not realize it, but that 200 or 300k that they blow up every time they blow up a can, that adds up. Especially when you're talking, you know, things like this. That's 10 mil right there just for that one item. and they'll come in and they'll see that it's those, and they'll just blow them up because they don't realize that one of those items is worth 10 mil. They just see that it's not the super expensive things that they have on their want list, so they'll blow the entire site up. Or you have people who will just entirely blow up a site because it's not the type of site that they want. So they want coverts. This isn't a covert. So they'll come blow the site up thinking that that will cause a covert to spawn, or that this is somehow keeping a covert from spawning. That's also not the case. So those people that blow up sites and blow up cans, I have no respect for them as scanners. Yeah, I knew I'd hit a trap there. Okay with the traps. There. Oh, we got another. Is that a Zugma? Yeah, I got another Zugma blueprint. I have probably 50 of those by now. So whenever I lose my ship, I'll just build a new Zugma, because it's cheaper than buying one. Jesus Christ, those things are expensive. Alright, so these books, energy weapon, and they're not worth anything, so I don't pick them up. And needlejack filaments are great for if you want to yeet some ships out, get some content. Sometimes you get lucky and you land in a place with a billion SKSS and nobody in system. You're like, oh, I'll just go grab that real quick. Now granted, you have to be extremely lucky for that to happen. Oh my god, with the traps, come on. But when it does happen, it's nice. Amar encryption. I already have it. Don't need it. It's not worth anything to me. They don't sell well, so we're at 422 mil so far. We're 40 minutes into the stream, which means we're 30 minutes into our session. And we're at half a bill almost. We just need one more good covert site, hit that billion mark, and that'll be my scanning for the day. Because I scan for a bill, and then I call it a day so that I can go have fun in the game. And we'll grab this last can. And we will yeet off into the next system. Alright, so we're sitting at 422 bill? 422 mil? Good day, good day. 30 minutes into the session, we're doing alright. Go ahead and apply our skill points that we got from our daily. Looks like we got nothing in this system, so we'll move on to the next one.
Active.
Man, we're not even halfway through this loop yet. Just looking for some money. Free money. Get some space treasure. Alright, we got 2 SIGs in here. So as always, launch our probes, kick off the gate, cloak up. You know what? we're just gonna pop this. This one over here looks a little interesting, but I want to see where it moves first. We have no wormhole bookmarks, so if it is a wormhole, nobody's scanned it yet. Alright. That looks hella interesting. We're at 1.6. This might be a sleeper. Kind of hoping it's covert, though. That's what we really want. Oh, it's moving around. 11%. This may actually be a covert. Nah, that's gonna be a sleeper. 100% it's gonna be a sleeper. Yeah. Limited sleeper cache. We don't do those. They're not worth anything to me. So we're gonna drop this back up to 2. Make sure we're centered. Get a nice little scan on that. Alright, like I said earlier, it's always the one that's furthest away. So it does move over here. Oh, just barely got that in there. And that is a wormhole. So we're gonna save this. And depending on what it looks like, we may actually pop through. We may pop through. See if there's anything good on the other side. Probably not, but we'll see. Alright, we landed. It has not been scanned from the other side. So we'll save location. Show info. Alright, it's a very large. And it leads into low sec. So we'll close that. We're gonna decloak and burn at the gate, or the bubble. And then we'll stop by halfway. Turn that off. Land right next to it. And as soon as this... Alright, so now we can pop through. You know, I forgot to check to see if that was crit. Yeah. Oh, it's a bad place. So we're gonna pop right the hell back out of that. We don't care if we pop it on the way out. So we're gonna burn it. Alright, so that's Placid. So we're gonna look at our bookmark here. And edit location. There we go. So now our bookmark's updated.
Warp drive active.
That way, if we come back through this way, we don't have to scan it down again if we get DC'd or whatever. Alright, we got ads starting in about 3 minutes. Nothing in here.
Warp drive active.
Almost time for a coffee break. Feel like I'm following somebody who's already scanning everything. Alright, we got 2 SIGs in here. LRD, which is empty. And I think that's my bookmark. Yep. So we're gonna pop this, kick off the gate. Be nice if we get another covert, because that was basically where that other one was. We got another one out here in the middle of nowhere, so that may be a sleeper or a wormhole. Go ahead and grab this relic site.
Warp drive active.
So we'll scan this down while we're in warp and hacking that relic site. So that's a combat site we don't care about, so we'll ignore it. Reset our probes, suck them back in. Reset our map so that when we pop into the next system. So this has already been cherry picked. I really wish CCP would put the character's name on the can who cherry picked it. Because, you know, like when you have a wreck, you kill an NPC or you kill somebody and the wreck is out in space. Like you kill an NPC and that wreck's sitting there, it's got your name on it. And I wish these cans had the same capabilities. Let you know who took that can. That way you can keep an eye out for cherry pickers and just knock them off the edge of the map. Because cherry pickers are the worst. Not only do they just steal the good stuff out of the cans, but they leave the site up. And the problem with leaving the site up is no other site can spawn in that spot. And it's a dick fucking move. Alright, where is this thing? Did I pass it? 5, 2. There it is. I absolutely cannot stand cherry pickers. I think they are scavengers. And they have little to no skills. Because you know it took this, whoever cherry picked this, you know it took them forever. And that's why they cherry pick. So they don't have to do the rest of the site. Because that takes too long. There's almost a mill right there. Jesus. Fucking cherry pickers, man. I swear to God. Just skeevy little cherry pickers. It's not like it takes an inordinate long time to do these. They're just lazy. So we're at 425 mil, plus whatever's in this can. Won't be much. Oh, I gotta lock it first, don't I? Durr. Of course, once you lock it, you have to click it again, because CCP reasons. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why it's set up like that. Absolutely vile cherry pickers.
Drive active.
Oh, when I don't want to risk being in system and getting caught, then don't come out here. And if it's a blue cherry picker, that's even worse. Because they know better. They're doing it anyways. Alright, so now we're going to hopefully find something. Oh, there's the SIG. So we're gonna align, launch, kick off the gate, pop our cloak, start scanning. It's probably gonna suck straight towards this gate. Let's see. Yeah, straight towards the gate. Why does it seem like my chat keeps resetting on Twitch? Like, what's going on there, Twitch? So this is a level 1, which is an ignorable, because that is a sparking transmitter.
Warp drive active.
And they don't really drop anything. So we got a really good start, and now we're just, it's dry. Very dry. So we need a new site. We need a site that hasn't been cherry picked, that has some decent iskies in it. Give me another covert. Better yet, give me like 15 coverts in one system, and let me do them all. There's nothing in this, so we're gonna. This is a dead end system, so we're gonna burn back out. Continue our loop. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got about 15 systems left to check. And then we will call it a day.
Warp drive active.
So we've been streaming for about an hour. We're still way over the 100 mil an hour. So we're still in good shape. Could we be in better shape? Absolutely. Looks like we got some bad stuff going on. An Astero and a Heron from Phonetic Legion just lost their life in 450. Alright, we got several SIGs in here. What is this? I don't know. Let's scan it. It's already too high to be a covert, so I'm thinking it's going to be a relic or a low-level data. It's a relic.
Warp drive
Work
active.
to it. It's a monument. Close that. I'm going to line onto this one. See what this is. This is going to be a combat. You can tell by how small the circle is initially, even though we have no scan on it yet. And it's a combat. Ignore. Alright. So now we got this one over here. We'll analyze that while we cook ourselves towards this relic site. And it hasn't been cherry-picked. Imagine my surprise. And that is also a combat, so we'll ignore that. We'll suck our probes back in. So we're hoping for a lot of intact armor plates from these relic sites. The more the merrier. I have a feeling we're going to hit a lot of these. There it is. So that's 15 mil right there. So we're back on track, boys. 440 mil. 441 mil. And in about an hour. Oh, that hour flew by, didn't it? There's another 2.5 mil. So we're creeping up on 450. Still no intact, another 5 mil. Not quite a half a mil. Alright, last 2 cans of this site. Then I need to take a restroom break. $1.8 mil. Oh, Drake's lost a Thunderchild. And where he was running those, it's no surprise he lost his Thunderchilds. Not to me, anyways. And nothing in the last can. Alright. We're going to warp on to the next one. Let's stack everything up here. We're at 450 mil even. So if I go ahead and select everything, Control A, except for my nanite repair paste and my probes, that puts us at 450 mil estimated. And surprisingly, this time it's not intact armor plates. EVZ, hello! How are you doing? What are you up to? I am just out doing some low-level scanning, trying to make a little bit of iskies. You know, being space poor is not conducive to yeet fleets. Just out looking for some coverts. What are you up to? That was a mistake. Want some food? I'm doing good. I've been out here for about an hour and I'm already at 450 mil. If I learn how to position my probes right, I may actually make more than that an hour. Spend more time shuffling these probes around incorrectly than actually doing stuff. It's a monument.
Warp drive active.
You know, living the dream. Oh man, it was crazy when I saw you out in where was that? We just kind of, I think you guys yeet fleeted into us. Hello? Took forever to, yeah. Yeah, with Larry. Y'all can't, y'all was hired Toast and a Sav or something. I was like, wait, really? It was funny. was like, hey, I know that guy. I know that guy. So initially we weren't even gonna form for that. I had to talk an FC into it. We was just gonna let it toast and like just keep sending griffins at it because we were actually out on an op when you guys started that. Yeah. Yeah, we were actually out on an op when you guys started that, and somebody brought it to our attention, and he's like, "Well, we'll just flip it back when we get back home." And I was like, "I know a couple of those people. Let's see how fast we can end this and head back and just play with them." So that's what we did. It's just hella funny. I think I skipped this somewhere. There it is. $5 million in that can. Yeah. Oh no, it looks like he's having a blast. He's just out there in a little tiny fleet toasting systems, which is fucking funny. Then he offered his services. That made me giggle. I don't know what they changed, but I am like hitting so many blocks these days. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I said hide in chat while when you guys were first out there. We were still out on fleet. And somebody said that it was being toasted and that the guy's streaming, so I pulled up the stream. Yeah, I think I messaged you. Yeah, it was just funny. What is with these traps today? The fuck? Yeah, it's good to see you out and about. Got about, I don't know, 15, probably not even 15, like 10 more systems to go through, and then I'm gonna call it a day on this loop. I've already made a build today, so this is just extra. What the fuck is that, CCP? 2 carbon, 1 microcircuit. Fuck away from me with that. I want some covert sites. I need the stuff from the covert site so I can build me some stuff. But it seems like all I'm finding is relics. I did hit a covert not too long ago, a few minutes ago. Oh wow. 2 bumps and I was there. There's some intact armor plates. Nah, you don't need big ships to PvP. Like if you look at my kill board, 99% of my PvP content is small ships. Small ships fleets. They like, it's one of those things where, you know, especially bad FCs, they get overwhelmed by how many are there. It's like an embarrassment of targets. It's a target-rich environment. A lot of FCs don't know how to contend with that. They don't know what to prioritize. Alright, so we're at 484 mil. 483 mil, sorry.
Warp drive active.
And it's been 1 hour and 6 minutes. I got a potty, though. 1, 2, 3. So we'll do two more systems, and then I'm gonna go potty, and then we'll continue. Yeah, I've never done abyssals. I've seen people doing them. They look interesting. My only hang up is if you don't get them done in time, the hull collapses and then you die. And you get your hull could be scanned down, and as soon as you come out, you get camped. So as soon as you come out, you get popped. Yeah. It's like, it does not, it seems sketchy AF to me. A cloaked scorpion, got you. Just park a Ragnarok full of smart bombs right next to it. Like, come on in. I don't know what this is. Is this gonna be a covert or a sleeper? It's weird. 19% at 2 AU. True Sancha fleet staging. Lit. Ignore. Ain't nobody doing that. Yeah. That's always, well, it's like, you know, I was telling somebody I was training up a Faxalt for my super. And they're like, why? Everything you're going to do with it's going to be under the umbrella, right? It's like, well, so if I have a Faxalt already in system, that gives me that much more time for the umbrella to arrive. It's one of those things where, you know, you may not need it, but every little extra is good. Every little bit extra is that much more survivability you have. We got one SIG in here, and then we're going to dock up and take a leak. I may not even dock. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and snooze these ads. Fucking ads. Annoying. I don't know why they turned that on. You're like, yeah, you're gonna show a 3-minute ad every 20 minutes, but it seems like it shows them, you know, 3 minutes of ads every 5 minutes. Doom 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 doom. Another combat site. Alright. I will be right back. I need to use the potty. And I'll grab some coffee. So we'll just do that. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Warp drive active.
Kind of want to make that 500 mil mark before I call it. I think we will. We have several systems left to go through. Really need covert sites though. I need the items out of them. So is that what you do to make your Iskies in game, Evie? Just abyssals? Oh, we got 2 in here. What do we got? Alright, so MCY is going to be a wormhole. NJI. NJI is another wormhole. What the fuck?
Warp drive active.
Do 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 do. Yes and no. I mean, besides the obvious, you know, marketing and shit like that, right? I can't believe LinkedIn's still a fucking thing. Man, it is right smack dab in the middle. That is a combat site, but we'll scan it just for shits and giggles.
Warp drive active.
Ah, you run freight. Got you. So like I said, that was a combat site, so we'll ignore it. Got ads coming in 4 minutes and 2 seconds, and then kind of on your own for that, unless you use your Amazon Prime or pay for a sub or have the, what is it, Twitch Premium or some shit like that, what do they call it? This is probably a combat site as well. Is it Turbo? Is that what it's called? Twitch Turbo? See, every time I hear somebody call something Turbo, it's 100% gonna be a combat site, but I'm gonna scan it. When I hear Turbo, I think of the snail from that, was it a Pixar or a DreamWorks movie? Why am I wasting time on this? What is that? It's a military complex. It's already been bookmarked.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I made it a point when I first started scanning that, you know, once I realized how lucrative it was, I figured I would burn myself out. And I kind of did the first month or so. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to scan until I get a billion ISK. A billion ISK a day is my goal. If I make that billion ISK, that's a combat site. If I make that billion ISK, then I can swap ships and go fuck off and do whatever else. And that's what I do. You know, once I hit that billion ISK marker for the day, unless I'm heliboard and there's no content going on, I swap to a Yeet Fleet ship and I go out in Yeet Fleet. I went out this morning in a Kiki, yeeted out into the middle of boss space, or slow space. Yeah, we had like 6 people in our fleet. We hit this Dami that was all newts on high. And he had Webb and Scram as well. He flaked us. It was gross. It's like, brah. It was funny though. So that is also, that's a C6.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, because we basically SRP everything. And well, not everything, but if you're in home defense or something like that, you get SRP'd. But so because I really have no expenditures except for, things I like to do, then I don't really need a whole lot of ISKs. Like, it's easy to just save up ISK. And then, of course, on top of that, I'm building stuff, so... Building big toys, because they're fun to play with. But yeah, just grind a little ISK every day. That's all you need. I mean, fuck, I think I have 15 or 20 bill worth of faction modules just from random shit. I actually passed up where I wanted to go.
Warp drive
Yeah,
active.
it's a nice, easy number. It's an achievable number. It's easy to do. Like, I've been out for an hour and 20 minutes, and I've got 490 mil. And then earlier today, yeah, right here. I got a buyback, court buyback on contract for half a bill there. So I've already made my bill for today. But I figured I would come out and stream because I haven't streamed in a week or two. Well, Eve. I haven't streamed Eve in a week or two. So I figured I'd get on and stream a little bit. See if I can find some content. Got an ad break in progress for the next 1.5 minutes. Doop, 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 doop.
Warp drive active.
We'll see what's back in this little pocket back here. I keep hitting the wrong button. I keep hitting the warp 2 button instead of the dock or jump button. Got nothing back here, man. Nothing.
Warp drive active.
Kind of makes me wonder if Ketty Horton's been out blowing up sites again, because that's her favorite pastime. Wow, over a year. That's impressive. I don't drink very much. I used to drink. I used to be a heavy drinker. Every once in a while, I'll go out on a weekend or something. If I'm out in a social environment and drinking is part of that, then yeah. But for the most part, I don't really drink a whole lot. Oh, we got a 3-6 in here. I think one popped up while I was repositioning for these two. We're gonna scan this one. This one's interesting. Yeah. So like if I go out with friends, go out to dinner or something with the boss or, something like that, go out on a date maybe. That's about the only time I drink. Very rarely do I drink at home. I think that's it's like a slippery slope, right? Get too used to drinking at home, next thing you know, you're a alcoholic and your liver's swollen, and that doesn't sound like fun for anybody. So this is going to be a science outpost. Got two right on top of each other right here.
Warp drive active.
And I managed to miss both of them because, I don't know. Get in a hurry, get a little brain damagey. Nobody in system, so I don't have to worry about Alliance members or blues being in this site. That is a combat site. Alright, where'd that other one go? I set that to 16? No. Oh, I hate when it's facing you, but the handle's not visible, and you accidentally grab the handle. Fucking annoying. Getting some sort of weird lag every couple of seconds. Hey, intact armor plates. 25 mil right there. What's this? That's a 2, so that's gonna be a temple. It's weird that the 2s tend to give more intact armor plates than anything else. I find that odd. Yeah, you'd think the money'd be in like the 3s and the 4s, like the crystal quarries and the science outposts, but no. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What happened to the music? Oh no, I think the music has died. So I don't do sleeper caches because they're not worth it. I can run many other sites in the time it takes to do one of those sleeper caches, and I don't have to run the risk of dying to a random fucking gas cloud mechanic. I just don't like this. And they don't really pay that well. Like, yeah, you'll get a couple of 100 million out of one, but for the most part, and those are kind of outliers, right? So for the most part, they're just not worth it to me. You can run many other of these little sites and make just as much, if not more, especially if I get coverts, which coverts are just as rare as sleeper sites, right? Oh, I see sleeper sites all the fucking time. I just, like I said, I just don't do them. I leave that shenanigan for other people. Yeah, I get the limited and the superiors. I see those all the time. I don't even, like, as soon as I realize it's a sleeper, I just stop scanning it because I just don't care about them. Now, I used to scan them all the way down and bookmark them because someone in my corp ran them. But now that I'm in a different corp, it's not a thing. Oh my god, what the fucking... Jesus. There was so many blockers right there. For one artificial... CCP. Rethink your strategy, because that's annoying as fuck. I almost failed that can. I hit every blocker known to man on that can. And the only thing in it was a piece of carbon and a 2500-esque piece of crap. Oh, no, 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 stop. Don't warp off to there. Forgot we got this other thing.
Warp drive active.
I almost warped off to the gate, to the next system. Like a dummy. So this is what I leave this. I leave the station with 50 nanite paste and some probes, some extra probes. That's it. That's all I leave. All I leave the house with. Okay, CCP. Eat my ass with all these blockers. I don't know why that's, like, suddenly increased to that absurd amount. Like, I have my black glass in. I think. Yeah, I've got my black glass in. But for whatever reason, I'm just hitting so many blockers that I didn't used to. Doom, doom. Really? Why? It all sells. So a long time ago, a very wealthy person told me, not in game, in real life, told me that the reason he's wealthy is he never leaves anything on the table. So there's no reason for a cargo scanner. Just take it all. It all sells. Don't leave anything on the table. Yeah, it's annoying, but it's just one of those things. You just open the can, look at it, and move on. Another 12 mil. Stack everything up here. I'm already at 541 mil, minus 5 mil for my nanite and probes. Oop. Honestly, I don't get ticked off about anything in these cans, really. Like, I get a little annoyed at the mechanic where you almost lose the can and the only thing in it is a piece of crap. It does kind of annoy me, but it's all free money anyways. I don't have to really do much for it. Just show up a can, point at it, and play the little mini game. So I can't really be mad at it. It's how I look at it. Free internet space treasure out there waiting for anybody who can scan it down and play Minecraft or Minesweeper. Doop, doop, doop. That was it there. So on to the next system. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 systems left, and then we head back home. $12 of what? Explo loot? That's a lot. How long you been saving that? Oh no, that's that abyssal stuff, huh? Stop and cloak, because I know we're going back the other way. Kind of hungry, but I don't feel like cooking anything right now, so I may order pizza or something later. Just channel my inner big back. Minerals, moon mats, salvage, dead, explo loot, abyssal. Nice. This is a monument. What is this?
Warp drive active.
That is also going to be a monument. So that's a closer one. So it's going to be down here. You know, since I joined Sigma, I don't think I haven't mined anything. Hello? What the fuck is that about? No. Duh. Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind not mining anymore. I just think it's hella boring. Yes, there's a lot of Iska and Moon Goo, but it's so boring. That being said, I still gotta get my indie guy in a Rourke wall. I'm gonna buy a Rourke wall, build one or something. $11.8 mil in that one. Got a little overzealous and overshot that one. Sink. I used to spin an Ishtar, but like doing this, if at any time I get interrupted during the workday, I can just set a little off the site, off a can, and cloak up. Like, unless they bring a decloak stick, I'm fairly safe. Another 10 mil. Man, this little site's paying out. 562 mil so far. Fucking ads again. Get out of here. Yeah, and a covert site? Yeah, I would not even attempt a covert site at work. I will cloak up in system and wait for me to be done and hope the covert site's still there when I get back. I used to, like I said, I used to spin an Ishtar. But then I moved to Fate, and Ishtar spinning there was kind of detrimental to me for a minute. So I decided, yeah, let's not do that anymore.
Warp drive active.
No, 564 million. Fuck, we may make 600 mil before I'm done. I still got four systems left in my loop. Man, it is dead as fuck in here. This place was hopping yesterday. There was a ton of people in and out of here. Well, that was a hassle-free can. Ah. Yeah. I mean, you throw an auto targeter on it, you could just set it. You can Rompo peel that shit, set it and forget it. Come back later for the MTUs. Whoa, 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 whoa. Give me my loot, butthead. Oh, I got my D-scan in the way. That's why. $572. So we went up like 10 mil. 460 mil a day. I don't really flex my accounts. I probably should. $116 mil per day per account, which is actually, yeah, that's absolutely doable. No, maybe I'll start plexing all of my accounts. Who knows? But see, my problem with doing that though is then it feels like a job to me. Oh, I gotta make this much. I gotta flex my accounts. Blah blah blah. Two intact armor plates out of this entire site. Alright, so that puts us at 590 mil. Alright. So now we'll go back out of this little strip, and there's another one jump away. Once we get out of these, that'll be the last 4 systems of the day. And then I can go fuck around. Yeah. Do 2 jobs at once. Yes. So my thing is where I scan right now, there's a person out here with 2 alts. And she goes around, and if it's not a covert site, she blows it up. She doesn't care what's in it. She just blows it up. Fucking annoying as shit. And the problem with people that do that, because she only wants covert sites. And she, for whatever convoluted, idiotic reason, believes that if there's another site in the system, that will stop a covert site from spawning. That's the only thing I can come up with. She doesn't run any other sites but the covert sites, and she has 2 alts, and she just roams around blowing up every site that's not a covert. Yeah, it's absolutely idiotic. Well, she is on, for me, she is on late at night, all the way till probably 10 or 11 a.m. my time. And that's all she does. She uses 2 accounts. And the problem with people that do that, especially her doing that with 2 accounts, first of all, is she could blow up a site in less time than it takes me to run a site. She could blow up 5 or 10 sites by the time I get done with one. And that means, you know, there's no catching up to her doing that. You're always going to be behind. So when she's out and about, and I notice that she's out, I don't even bother running sites. Because there's no way I could make ISK. Well, and yeah, the problem is she's part of Shadow. And Shadow has this rule that you have to be on at least 4 fleets a month. But she never goes to fleets, and somehow she's been out here for years doing that shit.
Warp drive active.
And then whenever anybody brought it up, they just kind of giggled, yeah, oh, that's Ketty. It's fucking annoying as shit. I really want to kill her. Yeah, she, I I was doing a covert site and she warped into it, and I know it was after that I was already in the site, so she didn't beat me to the site. I'm halfway through hacking the first can, and she decloaks at, like, she warped in uncloaked to a covert. First of all, what? And then she booked it over to the can opposite me and started hacking it. I was like, you fucking cunt. Joke's on her, though. That can I was hacking was fat as fuck. I got a bill out of it. A little over a bill, because I got one of the, all 4 of the parts that dropped from a covert. So she can suck my ass, my whole entire ass. But I can't stand people like that. I think they're worse than cherry pickers. Cherry pickers are pretty bad, though. But I think they're worse. Oops. Yeah, it takes a... Why is Automod hate you right now? Automod just said, nah, fam. But yeah, I mean, it's just... People like that, it's a special kind of... I think you're doing it on purpose now. But yeah, I think people like that are scabies. They're parasites. Like, they contribute nothing to the Corp, to the Alliance, nothing at all. Yeah, I kind of figured that one was on purpose. I called her out on her bullshit one day. We both landed at a science outpost at the... Oh man, this motherfucker's been cherry picked. Nope, there's somebody in it. I didn't realize this system was like packed full of people.
Warp drive active.
Alright, 2 more systems to go to. Probably not. I don't know. I don't really do conventions. Not a big fan of large groups of people. Because people are unpredictable, and unpredictable is not good for me. Because somebody will do something stupid, and I may have to do something stupid, and I don't like that. So, that's a wormhole. Ignore. Ignore. Jesus Christ, look at all those fucking MTUs. Holy fuck. And that's a butthole in space.
Warp drive active.
I hate those people that just bookmark it from here so that it just says unstable wormhole and they have no idea what it is. So it's been scanned from the other side. And it's a tiny ship. It's an escape hole. Unknown parts, so C1, C2, C3. Alright, so now we're going to head back home. So 400 or 590 mil. That's not bad for what, 2-hour trip.
Warp drive
That's
active.
well above 100 mil an hour. It's easy to do. Just takes a little time, a little patience. Once you get used to, doing things, it's stupid easy. Free iskies.
Warp drive
Question
active.
for you, Evie. Is this part of my screen blurred out right here? Right above my capacitor? I can't really tell looking at the OBS preview. 1 minute 50. Okay, thank you. I could not tell. You know what? Let's
Warp drive active.
see if there's anything out here. So rather than going home, we'll go check out some of these other systems. Ooh. Wait. What do I have this set to? Oh, I have it set to the wrong one. You know what? I'm okay with that.
Warp drive active.
We'll go back to some of the systems we were already in, because it looks like they have new 6 spawns. Blah, blah, blah.
Warp drive active.
I think I might start asking the FCs if I can stream fleets. I believe there's a way to add like a 5-minute delay to the stream. And I think that would be ideal for streaming fleets. That way any intel they may gather from what's going on stream can't be useful to them because it'll be 5 minutes too late.
Warp drive active.
Man, this place is empty. Somebody has like scanned everything down in here. I think Keddy was on this morning. 'Cause there ain't shit out. Yeah, tie-dye is fucking cancer. But it's better than the servers crashing like it used to, because you would just like wake up in a station in a pod for no reason, just because the server crashed while you were crossing gate threshold. This a thing. Doesn't look like it's been bookmarked. These mine? Nope, they're not mine. This is the temple site, which has the highest chance for multiple stacks of intact armor plates. Which is where the money is
Warp
on these
drive
sites.
active.
Problem is, I'm kind of in a crossroads, so, gross. Looks like I've had 2 messages on Discord. And a bed of roses. Getting that weird lag right now. Not dropping any frames. So I don't know what's going on. Must be lagging the game. And now it's gone. Hey, there's 71 mil right there, just in those intact armor plates. 80 total in that can. 80 mil can. I'll take it all day long. So now we just need like 420 mil, 430 mil, and we'll be at I'm sorry, 330 mil. And we will be at our billion goal. Nada. Did I already hack these other 2 cans? I must have. They're all starting to bleed together at this point. I don't know what. I was like, did somebody snipe some cans while I was in here? The fuck? I've had that happen where a blue did that because I don't have blues on my overview. Man, this site went real quick, huh? Kind of at a crossroads though, and kind of a sketchy area to be. Especially in a site, something shows up, I'll have to hurry up through the can I'm in and probably cloak. Another 5 mil right there. Another 4 intact armor plates, 26 mil can. So we're at 702 mil now.
Warp drive active.
Kind of makes me wonder. Do I want to go down there? You know what? Let's do it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 systems down there that we can scan real quick. They're all in this tiny little pocket. We'll go see what's down there. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a covert where the billion is. Our cargo hold is only half full, so if we do get something, see what's out and about. We're gonna go this direction.
Warp drive active.
Okay, so
I cannot set a waypoint to the same location twice. I cannot set a waypoint to the same location twice.
now we got some Desto set. We'll see what's in this little loop down here. Ow. Got 2 SIGs right here. Hopefully they group up. We can get them in. Get the next scan on them all at once. Just like that. One's a butthole that we don't care about. Ooh, that's a level 3. Come on, covert. So a level 3 data site is almost always, well, not true. A lot of the time it's going to be an improved. But this time it's a Central Sancha.
Warp drive active.
Fucking command centers, man. So this is a data site. We'll burn through this pretty quick. We'll spend more time traveling than actually on the cans. So if you do invention, these data sites are absolutely critical for you. It'll save you money when you're buying decryptors and shit like that. These data sites are so easy. Yeah. Invention's a nice way of making pretty decent ISK. Just get you a BPO and research it up. Once it's researched, then you can make a ton of copies off of it. And then do your invention so that you can get the Tech 2s. Ah. Not making much off of this site, but those decryptors are worth their weight in gold if you do invention. Plus, free filaments. Let's go.
Warp drive active.
Alright, head off to the next system. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. And then we'll head home. Would love to get another data covert site. I want more of these things. I want more of all the covert loot. The databases I don't really care about. They sell pretty decent, but I don't really care about them. The covert research tools. Got a single sig in here as well. Launcher probes. Kick off the gate. Hit our cloak. And then we can start scanning. So I start at 8, then I drop to 2, and then if it's still not scanned, I'll drop down to half an AU or quarter AU, which is the smallest you can scan. Can't really drop this one down because I missed the first, like, it wasn't right on it, so. You also want to get your skills up for scan deviation so that they don't move like this. But even with that, sometimes they'll still wiggle around on you. Now we'll drop it to 2. It is a level 3. Hoping for covert, so we'll drop this all the way down. Just in case it is a covert, we don't have to waste an extra scan. We just scan it. Now watch it move and I'll have to waste an extra scan anyways. Told you. Fucking game. Hoping this is a covert. But I'm thinking it's probably going to be a Sancha. Nope, it's a covert. Let's go. So we're not going to risk all this ISK we've already maintained. We've already gathered. So we're only going to go after one can in this covert. And that one can is going to be the odd man named out. So there's 4 cans at a covert site. They all have different, 3 of them will have the same exact name. And then one of them will be called like a mainframe or something like that. That's the can you want to target. That's that odd man out can. Get that one can in GTFO. So luckily we didn't decloak, so we got 3 databanks and 1 mainframe. So we're going to go after that mainframe can. 9 times out of 10, that's where your ISK is going to be. So there's a timer in this site, and it doesn't start until you decloak. And it's anywhere between 30 seconds and 2 minutes that this site can decide to just blow up on you. Or spawn rats. So we want to be as quick as possible here. Alright, so we got it. We got it. And we're gone.
Warp drive active.
Now, you can run that site and get every last one of those cans if your ship is able to fight back against the rats that may spawn and can tank the damage of that thing exploding. Because when that explodes, my little Astero dies instantly. No ifs, ands, or buts. Alright, so now we are at 1.14 billion ISK. And we've been out for 2 hours and 12 minutes. So that's a $500 million an hour that we're making. Yes, Mr. Spectre Void, no losing ships. Alright, we got ads coming up in 3.5 minutes, so if you are not subscribed, now's the time to do it. You can use your Amazon Prime. You get 1 free subscription every month from Amazon if you're a Prime member. No, don't lose ships. Losing ships is bad. It's no fun. So we get a monument, and we'll see what's in this one. We're going to bring this back up to 8. Hit that scan button again. We're going to center up our screen on it. This may actually be like a combat site or something derpy. I'm going to decloak and travel. Make sure we don't have a blue in here. West Virginia. Combat site. Ignore. Reset our probes. Suck them back in. The thing that sucks about these monument sites, man, they launch you so far away, like 60k away from it. I belong West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. So, I have made well more than my 1 billion per day. Hello? Move, ship. The fuck? I'm actually quite ecstatic right now. Not only did I make my bill for today, I made money for tomorrow. I may yeet fleet some... Well, I did yeet some ships out this morning, so... Knowing full well that I was going to lose those ships. But it was fun. Come on. Triple it. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to triple it. Not in one stream. Maybe later. It depends. You know, we could get lucky and get a whole bunch of coverts, man. We're down in this seldom used pocket. And I'm hitting every fucking trap known to man right now. Alright, so we gotta go back this way. Down here somewhere there's something. I'll take that. Oh my god. With the traps. I had to have passed it somewhere, right? Alright, we got a newt in here. It's a Dramiel. He booked it back out. don't know where he came from or where he X'd out to, but kind of don't want to fuck around with a Dramiel on this thing. Especially with how much ISK I have on me. CCP's like, you have too much ISK. Helps to lock it, dum-dum. I wanna be where you are. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sites left, or systems left. And we want to keep an eye out for that Dramiel, make sure he doesn't post up somewhere and try to pop us. Get a little bit of extra money on this ship right now. So if I hit this button, yeah, 1.8 bill if this gets popped. I'm not looking forward to that. So we're gonna try not to get popped. Kick off the gate, cloak up, get the scanning. My.
Warp drive active.
So how are you doing, Spectre? How's life in the Haven going? Everybody having a blast over there? Ooh, that's a weird location for a SIG. Alright. Low sec extra large wormhole. We'll just go ahead and ignore that one. We don't need it. We don't want it.
Active.
How come you haven't been in game much? I am having an absolute blast with Sigma. Like, if you're into PvP, this is the place, man. Because we go out, we yeet fleet, we go out on normal fleets, we do roams, gate camp, somebody jumps into our system and it hits intel. Probably bare minimum 15, 20 people is going to form up and go try to chase them down. It's just absolutely a blast. Yeah, I've got... Like, if I had a complaint, the only complaint I would have is the fact that, you know, you guys aren't out here with us. But beyond that, absolutely no complaints. It's so much fun. Is this Crazy Frog? What the fuck? Ring, ding, 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 ding. Alright, that's a Crystal Quarry. That's a level 4. Give me some more intact armor plates. I will take all of them. And then before we actually warp to any of these... Oh shit, I'm sitting on a fucking gate decloaked. What the fuck? Warp to 100. So before we warp to any of these, we want to make sure we get them all scanned down. Because, you know, maybe we warp to one of these little sites and somebody pops in and they scan down a covert. We want the coverts. Man, that thing didn't move at all, did it? It's not going to be a covert, though. It's already too high. So we'll warp to this Crystal Quarry.
Active.
So that... It's already too high to be a sleeper site. Actually, it may be a sleeper site. I could be absolutely dumb. But I don't think that's going to be a sleeper site. I think that's going to be like one of those communication things. Central Sancha data collection site. That's what I thought it was going to be. Why am I not moving? I swear I've clicked approach like 5 times on that site. Or on that ping. So these can be quite nice, quite lucrative, but we'll see. $8 mil. Man, we're actually having quite a day today. We haven't had a day like this in a couple of weeks. $83K. So 1 intact armor plate, still 10 mil though. Nice can, nice can. $200K. All that is still less than a half a mil. Yeah, I can understand that. It gets like that sometimes, right? $8.3 mil on that one. We're almost at 1.2 bill. Shit's adding up quick. Ooh. Those are limited, so I'm just gonna eat them. Oh, come on. I gotta loot them first. Do this data site. So we're at 1.183 mil. Or bill, sorry. So as soon as we finish... Oh man, we still have 3 sites left to go to. Son of... Or 3 systems. I'm just being greedy now. Jeez. So you can sometimes get really nice blueprints out of these things. It's the only reason I do them. When I get back to home station, I'll show you my my pile of Explode blueprints. It's honestly it's grown out of hand. It's a bit much. $21 mil. Oh yeah. And they always in a weird spot. And we still have the monument to go, so maybe we'll get some intact armor plates out of that. Kind of round it up. Alright, what book is that? Amara Encryption. We already have it? Don't need it. How full are we? We're getting quite full. It's an embarrassment of riches. We're running out of space. That's the problem with these little things that keep dropping out of there. These, they're kind of heavy. Doesn't seem like it, but they will suck up some space in your can in no time. They're not really worth a whole lot. So if you reach a position where you have no space left and you find like a really good site, like say you have almost no space left and you find a covert, jettison those things. Those little things, they don't really sell for much. They suck up a lot of space. And then once you run your site, you come back and you pick up what you can out of that can and head to where you need to head to drop off. Okay, where are you? You're around here somewhere, right? There you are. Hello, Kurt. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Are you having a good day? Uh-oh. 80 mil. Yikes. What happened? T1 Abyssals, huh? Well, I don't really run Abyssals, but there are people in the community that run them all the time. We actually have somebody in here right now that was running them earlier. So you might talk to like Evie. Yeah. You think maybe it's a skill issue? You have your Magic 14 done?
Warp drive active.
Yeah, Evie there does Abyssals, so Evie will have a much better idea. Ah, trying to run those in alpha has gotta be a struggle. We got ads coming in 4 minutes. As always, if you don't want to see ads, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you get a free Prime sub once a month. If not, you can use Twitch Turbo, or you can actually subscribe to my channel and get more boring content like me staring at a can playing EVE Online Minesweeper or lots of Iskies. There's 8 intact armor plates in that one. We'll take that all day long. Give us more. Buddy all the time. Words of wisdom. Don't pee into the wind. You will end up smelling. That's a good one. As for Abyssals, I have no clue. I don't run them. I've never run them. Don't pet a burning... Yeah, that's a good one. If it hurts when you're doing something, stop doing it. Yeah, words of wisdom from me, not a great idea. In general, I don't know, be nice to the people around you because, you know, those are your people, right? That's a good advice. Don't expect anything and you will never be disappointed. far as Eve goes, words of wisdom, fly what you can afford to lose and nothing more. If you can't afford to lose it, don't undock in it. Because it's not exploration. Your best bet, if you're doing Explo, is to get your acquisition skill up, get a black glass. Black glass is an implant. It's right here. And this will help you so much. So much more than you think. You can pretty much brute force these sites if you have a black glass. That's just how much that thing is helpful. There is this thing called the Rule of Six. Look it up. It's very informational. I don't really know it by heart. I just I've been doing these long enough. I don't know. I guess I kind of get a feeling for where everything is. But for new scanners out here hacking, there's a Rule of Six thing. So if I go this way, I'll get to here before I get 6 spots that are around this one spot. So that's where I want to aim. Because more than likely, what I'm looking for is going to be either here or right here. So I'll just burn my way directly up here. And there it is. If you land in if you get a blocker like right here and you have 6 empty spots around you, it's going to be one of those 6 almost every time. Yeah, go ahead. Pop a link in. There's a lot to it, but it's kind of one of those things. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, is it just showing dots? Let's do this then. There. That should allow you to do it. Yeah, I had to try now, Evie. It should work now. If it doesn't, you may have to whisper him in Twitch. I think Evie died.
Warp drive active.
All right, so we're currently sitting at 1,285,000,000 ISK. Ah, Gustav. Yeah, he's got a lot of fits. Yeah, I don't know about linking somebody else's stream in here though. Yeah, for fits. You didn't say you was going to link his stream, did you? see that part of it. Yeah, I guess you did. Oh well. It's not a big deal. It was just weird. I wasn't expecting it. I think that's the problem. Is what it is. Gustav's a good guy, so I don't mind. I just thought it was weird. You want me to pat your head or spank your behind?
Warp drive active.
Oh, where am I going?
Warp drive active.
The ladder, please. All right. You'll have to hit me up on Discord later. Alright, so I am going to take my ill-gotten gains and head home and separate it out. Some of the stuff I'm going to keep because I need to use it, and some of the stuff I'm going to throw in my market can and sell back to my corp because my corp has a wonderful buyback program. Saves me from having to go to Jita.
Warp drive active.
And I have to pay for shipping things out. So it's just super fun. And then we'll probably raid somebody because I need to get some food. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. I meant to grab breakfast on the way to work, but traffic was such a pain in the ass that I ended up having to skip it so I can make it to work on time. Then I didn't take a lunch because I was stuck in a useless meeting. By the time I got out of there, I was so happy to get home that I just came home. I didn't bother with the... Ooh, we got a batting right next door. He's coming to beat me up and take all my internet space treasures. Joke's on him, though. I'm already home. Get wrecked.
Warp drive active.
Yeah. It just didn't, I wanted to get home. Today was kind of brutal at work. So I just wanted to get home. Do something to relax, and so I decided I would go out scanning because it's nice and relaxing. Throw some tunes on. Get to have a nice conversation with you guys in chat. It's like it's win, 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 right?
Docking request accepted.
Welcome home. All right. So there's the Astero. So we got a couple of blueprints. These are nice. We like them. We'll throw them in our can of prints. This I need for a build. This is worth 425 million ISK. Just this one piece. So I'm going to put that in my item hanger. I'm going to separate these over to the side. The rest of this gets sold. This is my junk. This goes to junk pile. The filaments I donate to the corp. These are miscellaneous. They're for the other thing. So we're going to stack everything up here. So even after pulling all that out, we have 864 million ISK in the can. And we have already put a half a bill on the corp buyback. Oh, we got a couple more of these. Still 864 mil. Not bad for a couple of hours. Didn't really do a whole lot. So we're actually gonna, so that this estimate that you see at the bottom, that is just what your regional price is. Your regional estimate. So if we go to Aunt Janice here. And we pop this in here, and for those who want to know what Janice is, don't know, this is Janice. And what you can do is you can select everything from here. We're not selling these, so we're gonna pop those off. And we'll hit Control C and we'll go to Janice. We'll pop it in there and hit submit, and it'll tell us what it is in JITA. So in JITA, the buy price for all of this stuff that I have highlighted is 820,798,298 ISK. And that's the buy. The sell is 839 and the split is 830. So I'm going to make about 815, 820 mil off of this once I go through the court buyback. So Janice is a really great tool if you're just starting out in Eve. Another really great tool is going to be Eve University. Because Eve University is going to have just about all the information you're going to need about all the content in Eve. And there's a link to Eve University. So it's going to have stuff for data sites. It's going to have stuff for relic sites. It's going to have, like, not really guides, but, you know, an overall view of the combat sites you may want to run. So if you get an escalation, there's going to be information on that. Eve University is hands down one of the largest repository of information for EVE Online that I have seen to date. And it's super helpful. Alright, let's go see if we can find somebody to raid into so that I can go get some food before I shrivel up and die. Starve to death. Waste away to nothing before the atrophy sets in. You know what? We're going to go raid Steve. We're a big fan of Steve. As always, thanks for coming and hanging out. It makes running the stream so much more fun because I can just hang out with people. Be kind to each other and fly safe. And if you can't fly safe, take some of them fuckers down with you. I will see you next time.